The Family Opera, V for Vendetta, and the Beauty and the Beast effect. When it comes to the endurance of famous fairy tales, it's safe to say that almost no other fairy tale besides Beauty and the Beast has become one of the most undeniably recognizable in our society, with two of its most famous film versions consistently being the 1946 French classic La Belle et la Bête, directed by Jean Cocteau, and the 1991 animated Disney masterpiece Beauty and the Beast, directed by Gary Trousdale and Kirk Wise. Nearly every Beauty and the Beast related story has fallen back on these two films in some way as a sort of guidebook to developing the storyline. Even Disney itself used Cocteau as a backdrop for some of its own unique elements, including Gaston. Two places here in which such fallback is increasingly apparent is in the films The Phantom of the Opera from 2004 and the 2005 adaptation of V for Vendetta. The Carterhouse School of Folklore and the Fantastic writes, "Today, we turn to Beauty and the Beast to dream about love, wildness, and understanding. Recent novels and stories, films and images have shown us compassionate beasts who provide adventure and true happiness for beauties who feel out of step within the modern world. With each of the Belles from the Cocteau and Disney movies, by the end of the movie, expressing some wish for adventure and enjoyment of being with their beasts. For Christine Daae of Phantom and Evie Hammond of V, they have to do something that would be considered out of place in their modern worlds in order to meet their beasts." Similar to how the two Belles choose their fates by living with the beasts in exchange for their fathers, Christine and Evie are the ones who must choose to go with Eric and V. In fact, each film features a scene in which the beasts offer their hands out to the beauties, and the camera frames these moments of contact as extraordinarily significant. But as much as Beauty and the Beast fans may enjoy following along the journey of Beauty/Belle, it is the Beast in which the true focus of interest lies. But why is that? Writer and editor Faith Moore writes, "Raw masculinity, the rage, the brute force, the bullish independence, is what these monsters represent in their various stories. It isn't really about the way these characters look, it's about how they behave. They exude a kind of unchecked masculinity that women really like. For the Eric/the Phantom and V, they are characters who hide their beastly appearances behind masks, but it does nothing to assuage their beastly actions. They reflect a desire to be recognized by their world, not for their talents only, but by the mistreatment they've endured, and it's not until meeting Christine and Evie that they find renewed meaning in their own humanity." Faith Moore writes, "It's the way the monsters channel and control their overwhelming urges in response to the love they feel for their partners that really seals the deal for us." So due to such investment in the Beast's character, over the decades there has been much resistance towards the fairy tale's plotline of him transforming back into a man upon Belle bestowing her love. Jean Cocteau himself told a story of great upset over his Beast transforming into the seemingly handsome Prince Ardent. When the picture was released, letters poured in from matrons, teenage girls, and children, complaining to Mia Mauret about the transformation. Sinead McCausland of Film School Rejects writes, "A conflict between the artistic and the technical emerges here, as the ugliness of the prince reminds the viewers of the lure and attractiveness of the Beast." The same case can be made for the Beast in Disney, in which Emma Watson of Disney's live-action Beauty and the Beast from 2017 writes, "There's something a bit sad about when he transforms. You're a bit like, oh, okay, you were quite nice before. The Beast is hot." It's the lack of a physical transformation that serves as a great advantage to the likes of Eric and V, whose beastly, quote-unquote, appearances are purely human. Eric's from birth, V's from experimentation. They are beast-like archetypes to the beauties of Christine and Evie, but their transformations are strictly character-driven. When Christine kisses Eric, he does not suddenly stop being deformed. He only sees through to his own animality and makes a step forward to change that. When Evie kisses V, directly on his mask, it doesn't come off and reveal him being handsome. He is only overwhelmed by the love he realizes he has for her. And it is a testament of the respective actors, Gerard Butler as Eric and Hugo Weaving as V, that they can play these masked characters with so much charisma and investment that Beast lovers can be glad they don't turn handsome at the end, that their respective beauties can feel love towards them regardless. For Jean Marais as Cocteau's Beast and Robbie Benson as Disney's Beast, their talents in bringing their characters to life can also not be understated. However, Due to them losing their beastliness by the end, their performances also carry that undercurrent of dissatisfaction, not just from the audience, but from the beauties themselves. Jeffrey O'Brien of the Criterion Collection writes, "Even as Belle and her prince, the beast transformed into the double of the unreliable Avenel, soar into the sky, she seems already to realize this is not exactly what she wanted. Even Emma Watson's Belle makes a direct point of this in the 2017 Disney live action, asking her prince as they dance, 'How would you feel about growing a beard?'" In conclusion, Beauty and the Beast has been aptly named A Tale as Old as Time by the legendary Disney soundtrack of the same name, marking it also as a tale most easily recognized. There's a strength in the appeal of fictional beasts, an interplay in how that relates to literal masculinity that compels a vast exploration. But there's also a tenderness, the idea of beauty falling for the beast, that compels so many viewers, writers, and filmmakers to return to the story time and again. And here's everything in white is my works cited, and everything in blue are my pictures cited, which